I am proud to announce that the city of St. Augustine Beach is going to hold steady in the millage rate this year. Our millage rate is 2.5 mils, which is exactly where it was the last several years.
The city of St. Augustine Beach is holding steady on taxes this year. Mayor Dylan Rumrell says residents will actually see a slight decrease overall.
We also have lowered our debt millage. So the millage overall for our great residents in the greatest city in the world is going to be lower this year than next year.
Mayor Rumrell notes the city's budget is about $15 million, supported by more than $2.2 billion in taxable assets. He says the city managed to keep services intact despite a major hike in employee health care costs.
We had a 48% increase for our health care for all of our employees. I still have to say it, 48%, and we were still able to keep the budget flat. We're able to reduce the debt millage and still not cut one service for the city.
Mayor Rumrell says paving sidewalks, drainage, and other projects will continue without added costs to taxpayers.
So we're still going to be making all the changes, all the improvements to the great city without charging taxpayers more money. I am so proud of that.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, conveniently located off I-95 at exit 311.
There's a lot of work to be done yet on this, but we do need to continue to work on something that gets people off Shore Drive.
Liz Ryan tells us why Commissioner Clay Murphy wants you off Shore Drive.
Safety. People want to enjoy the view of the Matanzas River by walking Shore Drive in St. Augustine South. But the proposed 8-foot-wide asphalt trail had the neighborhood divided.
When I was elected to the county commission, the question of the trail was brought up. My position then and my position now is that we don't need the federal dollars for that. What we needed to do is to get out from underneath the regulations of the federal government and put it in the hands of the neighbors.
The neighbors being a newly formed committee.
People who were pro-trail and who were no trail. We sat down and we came up with a compromise. Some of the things that people wanted were it closer to the road, like a sidewalk.
If it were only that easy.
There are monetary constraints and physical constraints against using a sidewalk.
So they explored alternatives.
We looked at places where the path would go through environmentally sensitive areas. We would change the makeup of it to a porous substance that wouldn't damage the trees and the root systems there. We didn't want to put a big gash of asphalt in that beautiful open space, and so we moved it closer to the road, similar to a sidewalk, but something that would get mothers and people that are walking Shore Drive off the road and give them a path of safety there. We knew something had to be done.
They took those ideas and suggestions to the Parks and Rec Department. Here's where they're at now.
Actively looking at redesigning the trail, making it smaller, changing the composition.
When that phase is done, they'll bring it back to the committee. If the committee greenlights it, it goes back to the public via the Board of County Commissioners. And now something bittersweet from volunteer producer of Music and Art by the Sea, Bill Jones.
The 2025 Music and Art by the Sea concert series comes to a close tonight with the mother of all musicians' jams.
There's lots going on at the pier, and you won't want to miss it. This is your last chance for the season.
The art studio opens at 3. We have food service from the Africa Love Food Kitchen at 5, DJ Danimal at 5:30, and at 7 p.m., Mr. Jim Stafford of the Eclipse Recording Company presents the Eclipse All-Stars. It's a musician's jam featuring 13 different players from the St. Augustine area, presenting every type of music under the sun.
That's not all that's going on tonight. Director of Relations for St. Johns County Schools, Christina Upchurch, has an invitation for you.
Tonight we have our last town hall meeting. We're calling it In the Hall with Dr. Asplin at Tokoi Creek at 6 o'clock. It's open to the public, and they're welcome to attend, to listen and learn and engage with the new superintendent and provide feedback. It's a very interactive presentation.
And they're debuting some new technology at tonight's meeting.
Mentimeter to ask questions of the audience and gain those responses, which we're then going to put together, and his executive level will review all of the responses.
That's tonight at 6 o'clock at Tokoi Creek High School. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.